Welcome to the Aston Villa season review for 2003-2004. During the next 90 minutes, we'll be reflecting on a fantastic first season in charge for new boss David O'Leary. We'll bring you the games and all the goals that made for a thrilling season, which saw Aston Villa finish 6th in the league, only narrowly missing out on a place in Europe. During the summer, David O'Leary took his new team on a busy pre-season schedule, concluding with a tournament in Dublin, which included O'Leary's former club, Leeds United. Villa won the competition, and on his return to the training ground, the new manager reflected on his first few weeks in charge at Villa Park.
People said I've had the summer, I got the job, and for the first 6 weeks there was no players to assess because there was nobody around. It was nice to have the job, and for Aston Villa people that it didn't go on and on that who's the manager going to be, that you could plan pre-season, the training and that, but I started to get to know the players on 9th of July, and they're a great bunch of people who try their best, try and do the best they can, and I've had a great response from them. But I do know the challenge I was going to face, and a team that finishes in 16th place and not far off the relegation zone, it's a tough task ahead, and it is going to be a tough task. It was right to come back to the right club, and this is a club that I've always had a great admiration for, and the fans and the stadium, and it's I grew up at a club at Aston Football Club where it was old traditions, and I think this is what this club has, and now we've got to put a team that the fans are going to be proud of and play good attacking football, and it's going to take time, and as I say, it'll be tough, but that's what we're aiming to do back here at this great club.
His only two summer signings were goalkeeper Thomas Sorensen and midfielder Gavin McCann from recently relegated Sunderland.
I'm delighted with them. I'm not just happy, I'm delighted, and I think for just under £4 million, I had a small budget to spend, and I think I've spent it wisely, and I think the two players over the next 4 to 5 years will prove very, very valuable assets for Aston Villa Football Club.
Leaving the club during the summer were long-serving midfielder Ian Taylor, who joined Derby County, and Steve Staunton, who after his second spell with Aston Villa joined Coventry City. It was a further boost to the new manager and his plans when England international Darius Vassell signed a new contract with the club that would make him a Villa player for the next 4 years.
That's great, and that's you've got to pay great tribute to the board because they handle those financial dealings, and they wanted them to stay, and they've gone and done it, and it's great for the Villa fans, and it's great for me.
Oh well, first day I got here, he made it clear before I even got back. I was reading in the papers on my holiday that he wanted me to stay, and he was looking forward to me getting back, and that was a big boost. And as soon as I got back, he made it clear that I was going to be part of his plans, and that's important as well. You always want to keep your manager happy, and I've managed to do that so far, but the only way I can really do that is by performing on the pitch this season, and obviously that's my next aim.
Aston Villa's Premiership season began at Fratton Park against New Boys Portsmouth.
Barry to whip this in. Oh, and it was an unchallenged header. What a chance for Alpine. Yakubu, and still the Nigerian, and Sheringham! Zivkovic, Yakubu, Patrick Berger. Oh, he's done so well, Berger! Brilliant finish! 2-1. Villa are still alive.
It was to be a case of too little too late as David O'Leary's first league game in charge ended in defeat. The new season presented a new challenge for striker Darius Vassell.
Yeah, I had a good summer. I had a lot of time to get away and reflect on the season that we just had. And I'm just raring to go now. I think every player believes in the manager and what he's trying to do. It's not going to happen overnight. He's made that clear to us, and we all know that. So it's like not starting again, but he's trying to build. And we do keep saying this. There's a lot of players here that hopefully are going to get looked after and sorted out the same way as I am, and hopefully we can build from there.
At Villa Park the following week, there were chances for both sides, but no goals, as the team produced a hard-working display that showed signs of better things to come.
Here's Lee Hendry for Villa. Angel's through now. Could this be the deadlock breaker? Whittingham's behind him. Angel's still going. Whittingham, but it's away and over the bar from Al Hadj Diouf of all people. I'm not sure he knew too much about that. Angel seemed to have done the hard work after Hendry's delightfully lofted through ball. Twinkle toes from the Colombian, just kept it in. And that might have just been destined for the corner until the intervention of Al Hadj Diouf.
3 days later, Villa travelled to Highbury. Sol Campbell's second-half goal put Arsenal in front. And then a 90th minute strike from Thierry Henry confirmed that the 3 points would be Arsenal's. 3 matches played, just 1 point from a possible 9.
The first game was a big disappointment. I thought we deserved something out of that, and we probably made two half mistakes, and it cost us. I think that 2 performances against Liverpool and Arsenal has been really good, and I've been pleased with my own performance. But obviously, I'm here, and as the team we're here to win, and we haven't so far, and that's what we're looking to do.
In the final game of August, Juan Pablo Angel produced a fine goal-scoring performance, which left local rivals Leicester City shell-shocked.
Samuel hoists it forward. Darius Vassell, clever feet, wins a throw-in for Aston Villa. Whittingham down the left. Angel trying to hold it up. Vassell for Hitzelsberger, getting a start. Lovely measured ball by Hitzelsberger, and behind for an early corner kick to Aston Villa. Ronnie Johnson landing his aerial prowess to this set piece, and Lee Hendry will take it. Bent in well, and it's an opening goal for Aston Villa. Darius Vassell could have got the touch, it might have gone in off the defender, but Villa have the early goal at Villa Park. And Vassell at the centre of it. An excellent corner from Hendry, and the keeper didn't even move. Villa's first home goal of the season, and hopefully the first of many. Sorensen's throw out. Whittingham proving a revelation down this left-hand side. Vassell, buoyed by his contribution to the goal. Whittingham now for J. Lloyd Samuel. Measured passing from Villa. Samuel and Vassell will touch it off. Whittingham first time ball. Juan Pablo Angel! Well, he will not miss from there. A goal classic in its simplicity. Whittingham with a delectable centre. And Angel lets him know just how much he appreciated that delivery. Off the mark for the campaign, Juan Pablo Angel, and that trademark grin is back. Angel with Whittingham again to his left. Vassell's to his right though. Good footwork from Darius. Whittingham, another first timer, and again it's Angel! This time with his right boot, and it's that Angel Whittingham double act once more, and Villa rampant in the Midlands derby, and they look set to lay this particular bogey well and truly to rest. A Colombian kiss blown to the home faithful, and he just stabbed it with clinical poise, did Juan Pablo Angel. David O'Leary set for his first victory. Leicester looking to get a foothold back in the game, down to 10 men. Here's Is It? Yes, excellent goal.
I think that's the best we played, I must say, and to be 3-0 over 10 minutes, it does help to the way we played. But yeah, first half I thought it was probably the best we played all season, and hopefully we can do the same on the Wednesday.
Away day miseries continued as a 4-goal blitz from Manchester City cancelled out this first half strike from Angel. He broke the deadlock on 31 minutes as Hitzlperger, Albach and Hendry combined to launch a counter-attack, and the Colombian headed home as he met Hendry's curling cross. Nicolas Anelka did most of the damage for City. David Sommet with a powerful free kick.
I thought that was flattered Man City, to tell you the truth. But we could have had a few more goals than we did. But it's not getting away from it. This is going to be a tough season. As I say, this is a side that finished 3 points off relegation, and it's going to be hard, and it's going to be a real battle this season. Well, I don't think there's much in the sides. I think they're, they finished above us last season, like a lot of teams. And I don't think there's much in it. It'll be very close. I think there's a lot of teams that can beat each other in the section we're at, and it depends on the day and what team you have out, and it'll be a very tough game and not much in it. And I hope we can, show the home form that we've shown, and I think the crowd will be pleased.
Villa returned to winning ways against Charlton.
Alpay! The Turk puts Villa in front. And what an outstanding volley. An unusual celebration. Is that the first goal of the game? Or quiet, please. I'll leave you to make your own mind up, but you cannot fault the quality of the hit from Alpay. He blasted it home. Angel making his presence felt, and Alpay did the rest. Corner swung in. Good header from Alpay again. Angel went for the acrobatic volley and came so close to scoring, taking the inspiration from Alpay earlier on with the goal. Whittingham lays off J. Lloyd Samuel. Standing off him. He might try one. J. Lloyd Samuel. Oh, yes! His first goal for the club. It was a swirler, a curler, an absolute perler into the top corner, and a very popular scorer at that. Embraced by his teammates, and well he might be. Villa have breathing space. Lifted forward. It's scrappy. Sorensen can't get there. Lisby forces it home. And Charlton have hope. Will it be too little, too late?
At the Causeway Stadium, Villa cruised into the third round of the Carling Cup as Wycombe Wanderers were swept aside. Peter Whittingham opened the scoring for Villa. And it then turned into the Juan Pablo Angel show as the Colombian striker hit a hat-trick. Throughout the game, David O'Leary's men created countless chances, whilst Thomas Sorensen remained a virtual spectator. Darius Vassell scored a penalty to make it 5-0. But the evening was all about Angel.
Yeah, it was. I think was perfect because I was looking for my first hat trick, and to get it there was brilliant. I had a few words with the manager in the halftime, and he said to me, "I will take you out if you score a hat trick." And it was funny because as soon as I scored it, he just take me off. So it was great feeling, and also in front of the Villa supporters was a great. I mean, I'm very grateful. The support that they have been giving me is great. Since I came here, since the very first day, they've been great with me. So I think they are probably the biggest reason that I want to perform well and show them that I'm absolutely grateful, and I'm very pleased in the way they've been treating me.
A 1-0 defeat against high-flying and big-spending Chelsea continued Villa's away day misery. There were, however, a few second-half scares for Chelsea along the way, and Angel almost secured a late equaliser. But it just wasn't Villa's day. That win for the Londoners moved Chelsea up into second place and left Villa with 7 points from 7 matches. Away form was still a worry.
Yeah, obviously there's no easy games in the Premier League, but you know, playing at home to Bolton, you want to be picking up points, and I know they're very solid at the minute. I don't think they've conceded too many goals in the last 4 or 5 games, so it's going to be a tough game.
October began with a home match against Bolton Wanderers.
Nolan, yes! Bolton Wanderers score away from home. Samuel, Angel, Barry, Hendry could have gone on himself. Angel! In the end, it was beautifully worked, and they got it to their top scorer, and Aston Villa are level.
What a finish. What a finish from a man very much in form. But Lee Henry, I think the change was a good one. Sometimes managers affect the result, and David O'Leary has, because you watch Lee Henry's position here. Lovely ball from Gareth Barry, sets it, but look at the way he opens his body. Oh, the deflection. You don't see that, but that's what beats a goalkeeper.
After a 1-week break for international duties, the league campaign resumed with a hard-fought and keenly awaited derby match at St Andrews.
We're underway. And straight away, Villa send it downfield. Kenny Cunningham away.
I think what they've got to do, Marky, they've got to try and put the pressure on Blues and maybe get the crowd turned against a bit edgy, like, you know.
Here's Vassell. Angel's in the box, cut out by Cunningham and away. Here's McCann with Angel in front of him. Has a go, McCann.
No. Hard luck. Just on his weaker foot, wasn't it?
But again, got to be in it to win it. With McCann, he has Dela Cruz wide to the right-hand side. That's where Hendry goes. McCann racing through. Just to get the cross in. Angeli's there, so too is Vassell. Angel's header! It's wide, but not far wide. Good ball in, good header. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Villa players in there. Savage on the far side, Upson's there as well for Sell. It looks like it will be Dugarry that takes it. Here is Christophe Dugarry.
No way.
Well over the top.
For us, it was good to show them that it's a different story now. I'm just looking forward to play at home and try to play different in the way we play, because I think that they just, in the way they play, just holding up, trying to stop us play, and then trying to score by our mistakes. But I'm really excited in the way we can play when we play at home.
No, neither side had any real chances. They had the one early on, but I think there was a lot of stalemate. There's tackles flying in, the balls in the air. It was very kick and rush. But we were pleased with the way we played. We'd lost all our games away from home, so to come away from there with something was a positive.
The final league game of this quiet month also ended in a goalless draw, as Villa rarely threatened to break down visitors Everton. The third round of the Carling Cup saw Villa at home to Leicester City.
Delaney for Juan Pablo Angel, Villa's first chance, but Danny Coyne is equal to it, and then he has the presence of mind to parry it away. Darius Vassell now. He scored a penalty in the last round, but it's tipped over by Coyne, who's having a fine start to the game. Melberg for Gareth Barry, moves infield. Hitzelsperger calls for it, controls, might unleash one. Oh, fantastic goal from Thomas Hitzelsperger. And it couldn't have happened to a nicer bloke. The Holt End, delirious. He scored belters in the competition last season against Preston and Liverpool, and the German maestro is at it again. A howitzer from Hitzelsperger, the keeper didn't even see it. Almost passed him before he dived. What a deadlock breaker.
At St James's Park 3 days later, Thomas Sorensen would once again prove to be Alan Shearer's nemesis, as he saved a late penalty to give Aston Villa a point in a 1-1 draw.
An early corner for Villa. Dion Dublin! An unerring header from Big Dion. In for Olof Melberg. And Villa take the lead at St James's Park. In search of a first away win of the season. And the striker come defender scores his first of the campaign. Lovely whipped-in ball by Gareth Barry, begging to be converted, and that's what Dion Dublin did. Last season's top scorer, off the mark. Newcastle in search of the leveller here. Shearer tries to control. Samuel comes to meet it, whitting him away. Only as far as Laurent Robert! It's 1-1. Shearer versus Sorensen then. Newcastle hoping to secure the victory. Here he goes. Great save from Thomas Sorensen. Shot-stopping brilliance there. Alan Shearer, such an assured penalty taker, but Sorensen an assured penalty stopper.
Villa on a good run, unbeaten in October. Assistant manager Roy Aitken reasonably happy with the club's start to the season.
Well, basically we're looking to progress as we go along. I mean, David likes to play a specific way. We've chopped and changed a little bit this year on the formation of the team, but it's very much a high tempo, aggressive, up and at them approach, and we feel the players have responded well to that. We don't think we've really probably got the results and the wins that we could have got. It's a very thin line between success and drawing and winning in this league. We've drawn the last 4 games, probably could have won a couple of those games, a bit unfortunate. But the main thing is we're trying to get at teams and basically take the club forward. The confidence is good amongst the group. The boys are a good bunch to work with. They've responded really well to what we're trying to do. As I say, it's that high energy football that we're trying to play, and hopefully the fans are getting a feel for that and a taste for that, and they've been great as well. They've been right behind the team.
Both Aston Villa and Middlesbrough had 11 points from 11 matches at the start of the next game. Not a disastrous start for either side, but both teams knew that a defeat could take them uncomfortably near to the bottom 3. Unfortunately, it was Middlesbrough who triumphed. Thomas Hitzlsperger replaced the suspended Gavin McCann for the trip to White Hart Lane.
It's gone in, the flag stays down, and Marcus Allback has given Aston Villa a lead midway through the second half. It's his first goal of the season, and Aston Villa have the lead. Keller given no chance. The arms up in vain. Whittingham's clever delivery, and now it's Ricketts. Three away the centre in the middle, and it's in! Villa at 6s and 7s at the moment. It's a real opportunity for Spurs. Keane completely unmarked. Robbie Keane for Tottenham Hotspur! 2-1 Spurs!
I think, especially with the way it went at Tottenham, you know, the pressure is on us to get some points, and you know, obviously home games is a must, not must win, but you know, we need to get points from it, and of course a win could be nice to have with the 3 points, and hopefully be able to climb up a bit. You know, we definitely got the quality of players and the quality of strikers here, but sometimes as a team you just don't get it to gel, and we've been through a patch where that's happened. But you know, Marcus got a great goal on Saturday, and hopefully, you know, we'll get a few more people scoring than just Juan. And you know, I think if we get that, then you know, it'll be more, you know, it'll be a more confident team you'll see, and we'll hopefully get some more wins.
Villa were in the bottom 3 for the visit of Southampton. A win was desperately needed.
Whittingham. Niemi in the way again. He's the star attraction. Well, Gordon Strachan had to make a tough decision at the start of the season regarding goalkeepers, and Niemi can't be disputed. Misplaced header. Oh, what a wonderful goal from Dion Dublin! Well, it was down to the terrible defending. Beattie's misplaced header, but it was dazzling Dion Dublin who gives Villa the lead just a couple of minutes before half-time.
That victory against Southampton lifted Villa out of the Premiership's bottom 3, but still looking uncomfortable in 17th place. December began with further progress in the Carling Cup, as Villa claimed a place in the last 8.
Barry. Samuel. Barry. Angel. Angel had a go and it got a deflection and it looped in for Aston Villa. He has been without a goal for 6 long matches. Foul on Vassell. And Zaki Rihilati was the offender. Quickly on with it, and Samuel has played it in, and Angel has risen, and Aston Villa lead 2-0, courtesy of Gavin McCann's first Aston Villa goal. It was a tightish one against Marcus Allback, but it's right. Whittingham was yards off on the far side, though not interfering. Hitzlsperger. Angel! Herman Dry. Simon's grounded, his side out of the competition, and Aston Villa, who have an ongoing affair with the League Cup, remain in love with it.
A 4-0 defeat to Manchester United at Old Trafford followed. It was a one-sided affair, with Van Nistelrooy and Diego Forlan inflicting the damage. It was the second time that Villa had conceded 4 goals in a match, the other occasion, ironically, at Manchester City. So, did they just not like playing in Manchester?
I don't know, really, because we never looked like we would score, you know, never looked dangerous front of the goal. We never had a real chance to win the match, so they deserve to win. No, 4-0 is a bit much for us, but we never had a chance, so they deserve to win, and 4-0 was a fair result in the end. but at the moment we just focus on Sunday. We're both at home, and we won against Crystal Palace and Southampton, so looks like we're going to run at home, at least at home, and that's all we're concentrating on, just a game Sunday against Spurs.
After that poor result at Old Trafford, Villa were delighted to claim all 3 Derby Day points against fellow strugglers Wolves.
Driven back in, Malberg tries to force the issue for Aston Villa on a rainy Sunday lunchtime. Throw in taken quickly. McCann drives it in. Repelled by the away team. Villa just need to get it on the floor. Angel for Gareth Barry. Good control. Pirouettes away from the defence. Brilliant play from Barry. Angel was lurking, and he does what he does best. The king of the 6-yard box. But Gareth Barry has to be credited with some inspirational build-up play. He made the goal, and Angel provided the perfect execution. So much space for Barry, he created it himself, and Angel slides it into an empty net.
The goal scorer for Aston Villa, number 18, Juan Pablo.
The rain teeming down, but it's not dampening the home fans' enthusiasm now. Mark Delaney, can he get there? Cuts it back. It's there from the Colombian again. He's wonderful. He's Juan in a million. He's Juan Pablo Angel. It's his 10th of the season. It was Barry down the left for the first goal. This time it's Delaney down the right. Superb pace. Then an intelligent cutback after all of that. And Angel converts it with supreme confidence. Alex Ray is there in the centre. Drive forward. It spills for him and a super drive. And literally they have a ray of hope. Villa intent on restoring that 2-goal cushion. Malberg with a typically robust challenge there. Vassal has pace. He's direct. Angel, Delaney gets the optimum position. The ball spins. Gareth Barry with his right foot. He was the creator for the first goal, and now he scores what could be an all-important third in front of the Holt end. Villa got the luck of the bounce there, there's no doubt about it, but they earned it. Delaney, again potent in an attacking capacity down the right, and Barry with his less favoured right boot sweeps it into the corner of the goal. Villa with the Brummy Black Country bragging rights at the moment. Wolves still battling away. Miller forward. Mark Kennedy's through now, and he gets a second goal for the away team.
That win over Wolves was the perfect preparation for Villa's Carling Cup quarter-final tie against Chelsea.
Well, the cup's always a bonus, isn't it? I mean, the main priority is obviously our position in the league, but the cup competition is always nice for the fans, a bonus for them. I'm sure there'll be a big crowd at the game against Chelsea, and it'll be nice to progress through to the semi-final. Lovely.
A great night of cup football followed as Villa saw off Chelsea to move into the semi-finals.
Oh, look at Gallas. He's misjudged the header here, and Juan Pablo Angel can latch onto it. Fires the shots in! That is absolutely outstanding from Juan Pablo Angel. Well, some goals just leave you short of superlatives. There are no words that can describe the quality of that strike from Juan Pablo Angel. That is how to punish a defensive error. The ball was given away. He looked up,
His eye was for goal, and he whacked it past Neil Sullivan. It was an unstoppable effort by Aston Villa's Colombian predator, his 5th in the Carling Cup this season. And didn't he take it well? A dream beginning. It's end to end, it's fast and furious, and suddenly Chelsea have it. He's offside! He's surely offside, Crespo, their linesman. I can't believe that. He looked to be off, but he's in the area now after the ball was played. Crespo trying to make up for that miss, and they've scored! Hernan Crespo with the ball across the face of goal, and there was Joe Cole. Angel controlling the ball, bringing it down and firing the shot in, and it's followed up, and Aston Villa have the goal, and Gavin McCann is there, and it all stemmed from some wonderful work by Villa's star of the show, Juan Pablo Angel. Gavin McCann is developing an eye for goal in the Carling Cup, that's for sure. Can Villa hang on to their lead this time? It's the double act of Angel and McCann for Aston Villa, and they race into the lead again with just 13 minutes left on the clock. Aston Villa, are they set for the semi-finals? McCann punches the air in delight. Villa 2, Chelsea 1.
Villa received an early Christmas present at Blackburn.
Hendry with a header across the face of goal, and Stephen Moore is the scorer. That goal had been coming, and it's Stephen Moore's second goal for the club. His first came 15 months ago. The more the merrier for the Claret and Blue at Ewood Park. Festive cheer aplenty, and great work from Hendry. He had the presence of mind to steer the header back. And Stephen Moore, well, Juan Pablo, his strike partner, would have been proud of that finish. J. Lloyd Samuel with the throw in. Darius Vassell near the corner flag. Samuel controls on his right, puts it in with his left, and Angel is there! He scores so many of those types of goals, does Juan Pablo Angel. He reacts first, he converts, and Villa double their money at Ewood Park. A first away win of the season surely beckons, and it has been a truly comprehensive display. Villa's Christmas angel bestows another goal upon the Claret and Blue.
After a Boxing Day goalless draw away to Leeds, Villa next played host to Fulham. And for Villa fans, it was the perfect way to see out 2003.
Darius Vassell, he needed that goal. He deserved that goal. I remember him scoring here at Villa Park in the first game of 2003 against Bolton. Now he has one in the final game of 2003 against Fulham. Samuel searching centre, and there was Darius through the legs of Edwin van der Sar. Hitzelsberger now. Try and bend the ball in, he does so. Flick on, and there's Darius again. Well, it's just like waiting for that London bus. You wait for a terribly long time, and then two come along at once. Similar, really, in its creation and execution from the left-hand side, and he sweeps it into the net again. It just took the deflection off the Fulham defender, and that enabled Vassell to pick his spot. Here's Samuel. Angel! Yes! a suitable scorer, if that is to be Villa's final goal of the calendar year. The poacher, the predator, Juan Pablo Angel. After a shaky start to the game, Villa really have impressed this afternoon. And Jayloyd Samuel with another good performance.
...2004 started with the third round of the FA Cup. Could Villa gain revenge for their heavy defeat at Old Trafford a month earlier?
Gareth Barry puts Villa into the lead. And the feel-good factor continues at Villa Park. It seemed to take a huge deviation, did that ball, after he struck it with his right foot. The expression of Tim Howard would certainly give that impression. It was a wicked, wicked deflection for Manchester United. For Aston Villa, it was a wonderful, wonderful deflection. Nothing Tim Howard could do. Ryan Giggs, Scholes steaming in, 1-1. Giggs down the right. And Scholes gets there again, unbelievable!
In November, Villa had been in the relegation zone. This win over Portsmouth put them up into the top 6.
It's Juan Pablo Angel's 14th goal of what is turning into a fruitful season for the Colombian. Villa's players may be tired with a second game in 3 days, but his appetite for scoring simply never tires. The keeper didn't know whether to come or go, and Angel punished him. Samuel. Vassal will do well to keep that one in play. Samuel takes it up. Barry's in field corner for it. Samuel's still going. It drops to Hendry. Good control. Hits the woodwork. And still Lee Hendry waits for his first goal of the season. He's getting ever closer. Great cutback from Jayloyd. Free kick for Portsmouth. And here's Yakubu! And Pompey are back on terms. Barry then, with his left boot. Up goes Dublin, will it drop for Vassal? And eventually it finds its way into the goal. Not a pretty goal, but they all count. It was like a pinball machine in the area there. But Villa 2-1 in front. Vassal will claim it, it went off in finally. And the scoreline from Fratton Park on the first day of the season looks set to be reversed. Dublin making his presence felt.
Villa had roared back up the table, 13 points through a possible 15.
If we can win as many home games as possible, it makes our job easier away from home. And you know, we've got a few agendas this season. We want to get to 40 points as quickly as possible. And if we can keep winning and winning at Villa Park, that makes that task easier.
Villa's good fortune ran out the following week when they were beaten at Anfield by a freakish first-half goal. Even TV replays failed to decide whether Mark Delaney or Danny Murphy deflected Emil Heskey's header past Thomas Sorensen. David O'Leary's men went down fighting, but that 36th minute goal was enough to end the 5-match unbeaten run in the Premiership. Next up, a trip to Arsenal, the club where David O'Leary made his name.
You know, a great team, a great club, and really some great individual players that play for the team.
You must have many fond memories of your playing career with Arsenal. Are there any that stand out particularly?
Just to be privileged that I was let play for this great club for 20 years before they threw me out. And I suppose too many good people still there that I know. Fans were fantastic to me.
The free kick surely to be taken by the blue boot of Thierry Henry. Oh, he's taken it quickly, and it's into the corner, and the goal will stand. Henry completes a set-piece double. The Gunners 2-0 in front.
In the semi-final of the Carling Cup, Villa would face an uphill battle to keep the dream alive if they were to come back from a 5-2 defeat at the Reebok Stadium in the first leg. Villa were trailing 3-0 after just 17 minutes, before leading scorer Juan Pablo Angel reduced the arrears with this superb strike on 21 minutes.
Great stuff from Juan Pablo Angel. Oh, that is a wonder goal! Well, it looked impossible, but he managed it somehow, and Villa finally get a foothold. Hendry, chance for Whittingham. Good save. It's Gareth Barry. Vassell, and again, yes! Vassell deflected in off Angel, and Aston Villa from 3-0 down, bring it back to 3-2, and are on the brink of a remarkable recovery.
However, Bolton restored their 3-goal advantage. Their fifth goal, an unstoppable free kick from JJ Okocha. In the return leg, it was a case of so near yet so far, on a night of high drama at Villa Park.
Especially with Thomas Hitzelsberger around, the man they call the Hammer, lined up to take this kick.
If you've got a shot like him, you don't need a short run up. Have a long one and hit it with all your might.
It is Hitzelsberger! He's placed it, but he's scored! And Villa get the early breakthrough that they craved.
But then again, if you've got the quality to bend it into the corner, then why not just stand 2 yards away from it? And it's a magnificent finish, just like the one from JJ Okocha in the first leg. Look at that, it's just up and over bent. The goalkeeper says, that's my wall protecting that, but that is precision.
Delaney. Now McCann breaks beyond the last line of defence, and he's caught Jääskeläinen. He's already been booked, Gavin McCann. What's he going to find here from referee Steve Bennett? Does the referee feel that was a ball that Gavin McCann was entitled to? He's making his problems worse by getting involved in an altercation with Emerson Tom, and he's walking off already. He knows the referee's verdict. It's a straight red, in fact. Crouch, great control from Peter Crouch. Samuel comes in, and they've got it in, and it could be back in the melting pot again now.
Incredible, they've been asking for trouble, they've dropped right on top of their own goalkeeper, and they've failed to deal with balls that have come high into the box, and Crouch does really well this time. Watch the turn, it's magnificent, it falls nicely for Samuel, he gets the deflection off Nicky Hunt. Once it comes off Hunt, Jääskeläinen can only see that deflection.
Sadly, Villa falling at the last hurdle. Bolton going through to the final in Cardiff.
And I was really delighted with the goal against Bolton. Obviously it was not enough at the end of the game, but I think it was good and gave me a lift for next games.
The trip to Leicester saw a new face make his debut, Peruvian international Norberto Solano having joined from Newcastle. And what a result for Villa.
Hitzelsberger, who scored his first goal for Aston Villa at Leicester 2 seasons ago. He's put Vassell through, onside and into the corner, and Villa strike first. He finished with considerable aplomb there, did Darius Vassell, at a windy Walker Stadium. A precise, measured ball from Hitzelsberger, and Vassell did the rest. Villa looking for a third victory over Leicester this season, of course. Hitzelsberger delivers, and Crouch is there at the back post. Well, he can't celebrate the goal because he took a knock, but he stooped to conquer. Again, the provider of the goal was Thomas Hitzelsberger, a lovely swirling set piece, and Peter Crouch applies the finish. His first goal since May 2002. Mark Delaney. Hitzelsberger's available. Villa rampant. Solano on his debut. What an impact he's made. Chest down. Darius Vassell with a bullet of a shot. Phenomenal. Well, before Ian Walker could say England international striker, it was in his net. Villa fans in delirious mood. Great work from Solano, and the chest down was neat for Vassell. And Leicester hit by a goal blitz. Back in August at Villa Park, it was in the first half. This time, it's in the second half. Hitzelsberger with the free kick. Solano's in the middle. Dion Dublin's forward from the back, and how did he score from there? The tightest of angles for Big Dion, but somehow he's hooked the ball home with the help of Ian Walker. And a forgettable afternoon for Ian Walker in the ground that bears his name. Delaney linking up with McCann. Solano's instant touch. Delaney has space and time. Crouch controls and scores! He's doubled his goals tally for Aston Villa in one glorious afternoon. West Midlands are trouncing east at the Walkers. The away fans deserve this. Villa may have gone out of the Carling Cup in midweek, but their season is far from over. David O'Leary called for Peter Crouch to get amongst the goals before the game, and he's repaid his manager's faith in selecting it.
I mean, the first half we played well, didn't finish off our chances. The second half we took every chance we got, and it was great. And we could have scored more goals, and it was a really good performance.
How would you sum up the month of January? Because it had a little bit of everything for Aston Villa, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. I mean, the main thing from us was progress throughout this season. And the league campaign is a bread and butter. I mean, the cups were always a bonus. Disappointing not to get through the semi-final, because I felt over the two games, apart from some slack defending in the first game, we were the better side. But that's the way football is in cup competitions. The league campaign over the course of the season tends to tell you exactly where you are, and we're making nice steady progress, and let's hope over the course of February we can pick up some more valuable points.
And they did just that, starting with a victory over relegation candidates Leeds.
A serious scare there for Villa against the bottom club in the Premiership. Hendry makes some space for himself. Oh, so frustrating for Lee Hendry. He's doing everything apart from scoring at the moment. His initial play was so impressive, and he curls it onto the woodwork. Mattio's there, but so is Darius Vassell. On the overlap is Gareth Barry. Angel and Solano with the header. A superb piece of goalkeeping from Robinson. Solano so nearly crowned his home bow with a goal. He palmed it onto the woodwork, and you could say the keeper deserved his luck for his athleticism. That is an exceptional piece of goalkeeping. The Holt End expectant here as Domi gets a yellow card. Angel versus Robinson then. On your marks, get set. Goal into the corner. Dispatched superbly by the top scorer of Aston Villa. It's been a difficult first half, but it's ending in very satisfactory fashion. Solano then, with a free kick, he'll bend it in with his right. Jonsson's forward from the back, and it's his first goal for the club. Well, a likely scorer of Villa's first goal, a very unlikely scorer of the second. The Norwegian defender moved in. He got the slightest of touches. That's all he needed. It may have gone in off Eirik Bakke, but Jonsson will claim it.
The goal scorer for Aston Villa, number 27, Ronnie Johnson.
Yeah, the bottom line was to get a result today, and we've done it. So we're very pleased because we got another 3 points. And I think the performance today was good against a very hard team because Leeds worked so hard today, but good for us to get 3 points today. We need to take one game at a time, and the same way we've been doing it during the whole season, we got to do it to the end. Play every game as a final, get as much points as we can, and then we'll see in which position we finish at the end of the season.
In the next game against Fulham at Loftus Road, Villa had to recover from the shock of conceding a first-minute goal to record a second successive win on the road.
Hellberg's header. Boa-Morte making a run, and he might latch onto this one. Here's Luis Boa-Morte in the area. It's 1-0! The worst possible start for Aston Villa at Loftus Road. Hitzelsberger's delivery. Angel's at the back post, and it's home for Aston Villa. They're on terms. And Juan Pablo Angel, well, he needed 2 bites at the cherry, but on the second bite, he swallowed it whole. Such awareness to get onto his feet after Van der Sar had saved his first shot. It could set up a cracking game of football here now, with Villa striking back. Novi Solano falls over but finds Ankel. Now it's Hendry with good control. Delaney to the byline. Pulls it back. Novi Solano chests it down. It'll sit for him. Super save though by Van der Sar as Solano looked for his first goal in Villa colours. Cross comes in and Darius Vassell makes it 2. Well, it's a deserved goal. And Villa have played some positively sparkling football since going behind. And Vassell was there first to meet that one. I think it went in off his shoulder. Oh, that's a late challenge from Bocanegra. Delaney in some pain. Bocanegra must be the worst. He must be red carded.
We bounced back very quickly. We were always a threat, and we got the goal back. I was confident the way we were playing. As long as we took care of it the other end and didn't start doing any more gift goals away, and we got a goal, we got another, and our play, probably we could have got more.
Next, the return against neighbours Birmingham City, a match the Villa faithful were desperate to win.
The sun shining on Derby Day as Solano whips it in. Oh! Villa within a whisker of taking the lead, and Vassell blasts the follow-up wide. I think it was off Darren Pearce, the Blues defender. The first one against the foot of the upright. Vassell reacted, but pulls it across the face. De La Cruz rampaging down the right-hand side. Hitzelsberger's there, but he slots it for Hendry. Solano lost his footing, but then ships it. Angel goes up there. Here's Barry, cutting it back. Darius Vassell, the local lad, gives Villa the upper hand. Excellent build-up play once again from the Claret and Blue. And it means so much to the home supporters that. De La Cruz made good ground down the right. One-touch passing. And in the high noon shootout, Darius Vassell pulled the trigger. And this is a far cry from the dull draw at St Andrews earlier in the season between the two sides. Angel for Lee Hendry. Left-footed and Vassell! Unbelievably can't make it too. You could argue that was an easier chance than the one from which he scored. Hendry made it, and Mike Taylor relieved to see that one go within savable distance. Vassell looking to double his own and his team's tally. Slots it. Hendry. Hitzelsberger! Clean, crisp and pure. Rifles the ball into the corner. And that defeat to Blues here at Villa Park last season seems an awfully long time ago now. Hitzelsberger is embraced by teammates and fans alike. It broke for him and he did not need a second invitation. What a strike! Luke Moore on as a substitute. Solano for Moore again. Angel's there, unselfish from Moore. Surely it's 3, no! Well, if there's one person you wanted that chance to fall to, it was Juan Pablo Angel, the top scorer. Luke Moore did everything right, but he just couldn't find his radar there. Angel, did he have too long to consider it? Dunn. Effective as a substitute so far. Brian Hughes for Savage. Now it'll be Mikel Forsell. He only needs one chance and he'll score. They're back in it. The 4th minute of injury time. Surely Blues can't break our hearts now. It's lifted high. Forsell's there. Morrison's there. And Stern John equalises.
Another 5-match unbeaten run came to an end at Goodison Park, when second-half strikes from Radzinski and from Gravison gave the home team all 3 points. A disappointing end to the month. So the league table at the end of February looked like this. Arsenal were runaway leaders on 67 points. Chelsea and Manchester United behind them on equal 58. And Aston Villa had climbed into 7th with 37 points, just 1 point behind Liverpool. March started well, with an emphatic victory at Wolves.
Samuel. Hendry's dummy. Hitzelsberger weaving his way through. Super goal from Hitzelsberger. And he completes his local derby travel. Last season he scored against West Bromwich Albion. This season against Blues. And now against Wolverhampton Wanderers at Molineux. Nimble footwork from Hitzelsberger. And then he applied the killer blow. Hitzelsberger with the corner. And Olof Malberg, the captain, scores his 2nd goal for the club. And Hitzelsberger, who scored the first, creates the second with another sumptuous corner kick. It was just the momentum of Malberg's run that took him through. Barry putting the pressure on. But Wolves emerge with it. Driven clear, and Malberg high. It's hanging. Naylor lets it bounce once, twice. Angel breathing down his neck, and it's 3! Lee Naylor must want the ground to swallow him up. Juan Pablo Angel just wouldn't go away, and you can't help but think that Naylor knew he was there. That made him nervous, and Angel put the finish in over Paul Jones. 3 easy does it for Aston Villa in the derby. Ray to Irwin as Wolves desperately attempt to give them something to lift themselves. They won the penalty, of course, just before half-time, but Sorensen saved from Ganea. With Villa still 3-0 up, surely the conclusion, the outcome of this game is an inevitability as J. Lloyd Samuel goes over to do some defending now for Aston Villa. Now a chance for Nobby Solana, chips it forward, the South American contingent. Angel up to the edge of the box, brilliant! That puts the icing on Villa's richly flavoured cake this afternoon, and that is the pick of the bunch from Angel, and he knows it. Solano's through ball, a superb first touch, he ran forward and then stabbed it with power past Jones. A derby brace for Juan Pablo. Villa upwardly mobile.
It was really good to bounce back after a disappointing game against Everton, where I think too many of the players didn't show enough desire and hunger, and we knew we'd let ourselves down, and they wanted to put it right. And they went out and, tried to put it right by talking a good one in the papers, by actions, and it was great. And I thought our away support on the day was fantastic as well.
It's a very important game because at home we need 3 points. We know how it's a Blackburn Rovers situation. Will be a tough game. Every week is a tough game for Aston Villa. But at the moment we are in good form. Great result against Wolverhampton. We're looking forward for another 3 points.
We had a tough game against Blackburn up there. We were worthy winners. We showed a great hunger. But I know with Blackburn as a club and Graham Souness as a manager that any team he manages, it's going to be a hard game. They'll be well organised, and so we faced that today. But if we go about it in the right way, play our football a little bit of luck, hopefully we'll get these 3 points.
Villa then went looking for the double over Blackburn.
Flitcroft has made the run, brings it down and scores impressively. Drops for John Stead, who makes it 2-0 for Blackburn Rovers.
We've made progress, and we've come a long way from last season. But I know we've a long way to go. I can't control the people who are talking about Champions League and Europe and that. But we've made progress, and we'll see how much progress we make by where we finish at the end of the season.
With Sven-Göran Eriksson in the crowd, Villa bounced back from that poor performance against Blackburn to produce an impressive battling display at Charlton.
Angel denied by the upright there. And here's Cole. It's Charlton 1, Villa 0. Hendry. Angel, it misses him. Here's Barry. It'll sit for Darius Vassell in front of Sven-Göran Eriksson. Whacks the ball home, and it's 1-1. He did show a predator's instinct there. Angel, good angle on the pass. Barry, ditto. Here's J. Lloyd Samuel. Well, he scored his first goal for Villa against Charlton at Villa Park earlier in the season, and he scored against them again. The final throw of the dice. Brought down is Johansson, and it's a penalty in injury time for Charlton. Dane versus Dane. Jensen versus Sorensen. Over.
We deserved it as well. I think it's probably one of our best games away from home against the side. We also did very well. I thought it was probably a good game to watch, and it felt like it was a game between two sides challenging for Europe. So, but in the end, I think we definitely deserved the 3 points.
Manchester City had beaten Villa 4-0 back in September. The return was a frustrating afternoon for O'Leary's side.
Villa determined to build on that victory at Charlton with success here in a bid for Europe. Thomas Hitzelsberger for Angel! Well, he's been on the plane for half of the week. We didn't think he'd play, but he has scored what could be a vital goal for Aston Villa. Well, the textbooks say you should head it down, and that's what he did. Stan watching Villa for the second week in succession. Barry up high. Crouch will let it drop. Head it, and now he's in a race against Sun Jihai, who had sun in his eyes there, and then used his hand to control. And it's a free kick in Hitzelsberger territory. Yeah, a clear hand from Sun Jihai. Hitzelsberger, spilled. McCann, surely! Oh, goodness me. That would have been more appropriate at Twickenham than Villa Park. He just snatched at the chance, did McCann. A corner for City. Here's Sylvain Distin, the equaliser.
Yeah, I don't think we deserved any more than a point. I thought after maybe just an edge in the first half, I thought City came back into it well and deserved to get at least a point from the game. So it was a tough battle today, but we weren't particularly happy the way we played. We can play a lot better than that. In the main, this squad's come a long way this year, and we're happy that we're sitting with us, 43 points now. So I mean, we're sitting in a comfortable position. You know, for this group of players and the small squad that we have, it's, you know, it'd be a fantastic achievement to get into Europe this year. You know, really unbelievable achievement. The main thing was to progress on 16th place that they finished last year, get safety first, which we've now got, and hopefully finish as high up the league as we can.
At the Reebok Stadium, it was points shared once more, as yet again a late goal was Villa's undoing.
Here's Peter Crouch with the layoff. Samuel with Barry in close attendance. Darius Vassal with some clever control. Barry, early ball, crouches at the back post and scores with the header! Well, he looks like Rodney Trotter. He scored against the Trotters. He's not a plonker. He's lovely jubbly for the Claret and Blue. A perfect start to the Easter campaign for Aston Villa. Swirling centre from Barry, and there was Crouch. Villa seeking revenge for that Carling Cup semi-final defeat here. Going the right way about getting it. Bolton trying to get back on terms. De La Cruz will try and get the ball away. It comes over Kocher. Here's Henrik Pedersen! Too powerful for Thomas Sorensen. And it's Bolton 1, Villa 1. Vassal pokes it clear. Vassal again on defensive duty. Here's Franson, lifting the ball carefully. Header away. McCann tries to pep up an attack. Decent ball for Gareth Barry. Onto his left foot, chips it forward. Hendry's making the bursting run. Could this be the moment for Lee Hendry? Yes! A composed finish from Hendry. You would never have thought he'd been struggling to score. Excellent ball from Barry. Hendry took it early, over the keeper and into the net. Here's Dublin, the substitute, Hitzelsberger. Down the left-hand side, great lifted ball, Hitzelsberger. This could put the cap on it to make the point safe. Dublin calling for it in the middle. And he's furious he didn't get the ball. Thrown out as Bolton turn defence into attack. Can they punish Villa for not taking that chance? Here's Stelios, the Greek. curls it in, and Kevin Davis, who scored a late goal for Southampton against Villa last season. Now he's done it for Bolton. That is 2-2, and if Villa don't win this game, they'll look back on that incident.
On Easter Monday, Villa overcame a nightmare start against Chelsea to surge back into the race for Europe.
Mutu against the post, and hey presto, it's Crespo. Sal's ball, Barry's there, with Melchiot up into the air. Foul by Melchiot on Barry. The penalty given, and a needless foul by Mario Melchiot. What a chance now for Villa, and it's come out of the blue. Darius Vassell, ready, aim, fire! Past the keeper, and it's level pegging time for Aston Villa. One apiece, and he hit it straight through the middle. Vassell, Hitzelsberger, who takes aim, and it's into the corner. Villa turn the tables on Claudio Ranieri's Chelsea. Another cracker from Hitzelsberger in front of the Holt end. A turf trimmer from the German. Well, they say if you don't buy a ticket, you can't win the raffle. He entered the draw and was rewarded with a crate of the finest champagne. Villa enjoying a purple patch here. Samuel's long throw. Crouch's header on. Hendry turns and scores to make it 3. It's glee for Lee. Chelsea disheartened. Villa delighted. Two goals in 3 days for Hendry. A dream Easter for him. Ranieri poker-faced. And it's Villa who've come up trumps this afternoon. What a turnaround. Great concentration on the face of Hendry as he prepared to fire it home. Here's Crespo now, into the area. Wonderful! Well, that's probably the best goal of the game, but it will be of no consequence. Too late for Chelsea. There goes the whistle. Villa's third Villa Park victory over Chelsea in the space of a year.
Villa and Newcastle were both pushing for a top 5 finish when they met at Villa Park.
Hitzelsberger foul there. And a promising position for a free kick for Aston Villa. Solano against his old club, so determined to make an impact. Hitzelsberger tries one, not a bad effort from him. Vassell will chase this one. He's surely got the legs on O'Brien. Look at that from Darius Vassell, wrestled to the ground, and that could spell trouble for Andy O'Brien. It's a red card. Solano then. He scored many a good free kick for Newcastle. Tries to get one against them, but it was always too high. Melberg with a typically direct header. Vassell. Well, was there a foul there? The referee blew. He put it into the net. He's not one to show his emotion, Vassell, so it would suggest that perhaps he was harshly done by there. And Hughes just looked to fall over. Villa unlucky not to have the lead there. There was no foul by Vassell.
Middlesbrough had won 2-0 at Villa Park in November. The last match of April saw Villa claim another 3 points.
Now it's Gaithka Mendieta. Job blasted into the corner. Sorensen stayed rooted to the spot. And Joseph Desiree is just the job for Borough as they go 1-0 in front. Hitzelsberger, Gareth Barry, and it's 1-1. That came out of nothing. Another excellent set-piece delivery from Hitzelsberger. How many times have we said that this season? Barry not renowned for his heading, but he tucked that one away delightfully. What a boost for Villa just before half-time. A late foray for Villa. De La Cruz with Crouch available. Hits the shot. Schwarzer saves. And Peter Crouch secures a famous victory for David O'Leary's team. Villa have pulled it out of the fire. A brilliant defensive display. And a killer blow at the end from Peter Crouch. The away fans in delirious mood, and well they might be. The unsung hero was De La Cruz. Super run. Schwarzer, all he could do was palm it to Crouch. Time stood still, but the former Portsmouth striker made no mistake.
3 Premiership matches left. Could Aston Villa claim a place in Europe? The penultimate home match saw Tottenham travel to Villa Park.
Hitzelsberger with the free kick then. The central defenders forward. It's high. The header, and here's Juan Pablo Angel from just underneath the crossbar. And Villa have the goal to settle their nerves on what is a very important afternoon. It was a well-worked free kick. And Angel was the man you wanted there on the end of it. Villa staying right in the hunt for European football. Hitzelsberger with another dead ball delivery. And Angel again is on the end of it, but this one just wouldn't come down. The Hitzelsberger-Angel combination once again there for all to see. Jadon Samuel moving with intent. Solano, Crouch, instant. A little bit of a chance for Ulysses De La Cruz. He might try one here. It's behind for a corner. Well, De La Cruz would deserve a goal. He's been outstanding in recent months for Villa in the absence of Mark Delaney. Barry for Solano. Hitzelsberger. He'll try one against the bar. Typically powerful from Hitzelsberger. It looked like another trademark hammer blow from him. And just listen to that roar at Villa Park. Villa closing in on a European place with just 2 games remaining.
Yeah, it was important. The agenda today was to get 3 points, and we've done it. And there's still 2 games more to go. And we gotta take 1 game at a time, as we've been doing the whole season. The next one is Southampton. And we try to go there and play the best as we can and try to get 3 points there at Southampton.
Well, we've 2 more cup finals to go now, and there's 6 points there, and we'll just see. But full credit to the players. They were, you know, they're the ones who've done it this season. We're a small squad, and as I say, I can't ask any more of them. They've been fantastic, and you know, no disrespect to Tottenham, we won 1-0, but really we should have won 3 or 4 really. And instead of there hanging on at the end and you're nervous or you hope some little mistake and you get mugged for a draw, and you know, instead of getting 3 points you get 1, and it'd have been a crime, and it's happened. But I'm delighted for them because, as I say, they're the ones who've done it.
The final away match saw Villa travel to Southampton.
Excellent stop from Niemi there. A training ground routine almost bearing fruit for Aston Villa. They didn't expect that. It was a superbly taken shot from Gareth Barry. And Niemi flung himself to his right. Ridgewell and Johnson forward. But the whistle blown by the referee. Pushing and shoving in the box. Miguel having a word with the official there. And I think he might have given a penalty here. We assumed it was given towards Southampton, but he's pointed to the spot, and what a chance for Villa. Ridgewell and Angel were involved. A slight push. Ridgewell went in, Angel went in, but the net result is a glorious chance for Villa to score what might be a critical goal, and Angel is the man you want to take it. Here he goes. Brilliantly taken, and Villa have the lead at St Mary's. It's the final away game of what has been a genuinely gripping, riveting campaign on the road. And Angel is the spot kick king of Aston Villa. The European dream still very much alive as Niemi went the wrong way. Phillips is loitering in the box again. Svensson forward. He's onside and he makes it 1-1. He looks suspiciously offside there to Kevin Phillips, but all he could do was take the chance. That's what he did. He missed a very presentable one earlier on. He wasn't going to miss this time. Svensson cutting in field, unleashing just wide. Hendry beavering away down the right. De La Cruz is there. Hitzelsberger to his left. Hendry's cross. Here's Peter Crouch. Well, he scored a last-ditch winner in the last away game up at Middlesbrough. He couldn't do it this time around. That was the chance Villa wanted. Created by Hendry, but Niemi stops Crouch's header.
Villa's Player of the Year awards were held during the following week, with Juan Pablo Angel picking up awards for Players' Player of the Year, Supporters' Player of the Year, and Goal of the Season for his outstanding strike against Chelsea in the Carling Cup. Young Player of the Year went to Peter Whittingham, and Clubman of the Year to Dion Dublin. It had been an excellent season for the reserves, winning their league, while the youth team had reached the final of the FA Youth Cup, losing to Middlesbrough. The final match of the season. Could Villa finish 5th and get a place in the UEFA Cup? One huge problem, the last day opponents were Manchester United.
Ronaldo makes it 1-0. Driven cross. Oh, Ridgewell's missed it, and Van Nistelrooy makes it 2. That was not in Villa's European script. The end of a long, hard season. Ultimately, just short of Europe, but what a campaign it's been under David O'Leary. Dion Dublin says his fond farewells, and he's been an incredible servant to this football club. Angel, the top scorer, and last season's top marksman, applauded by fans and fellow players alike.
It's painful because we've been consistent all season, and it's painful today because we didn't perform at all. They were a much better team than us today, and they showed us where we have to be in order to achieve in the Premier League. So there's a lesson learned, but we've done well, we've done better, and if we can keep improving, like should I say, if they can keep improving next season, then they're going to be dangerous, without a doubt.
The final league table showed just how close it was at the top. But it had been a tremendous season, and there was a real feel-good factor back at Villa Park once more. David O'Leary had achieved what he wanted to do. Villa had made significant progress in the manager's first season in charge, and Villa supporters could look forward to the future with renewed confidence.